I can't help it, man. I did it again, and this just might be the one. If you listen to what I have to say and you try this out, I promise you, you're gonna have one of the best builds in NBA 2K25. The first thing I'm gonna tell you is that legendary slippery off ball might be the most overpowered badge in the game. Especially if you do what I do and use the slice takeover, giving you +7 to your speed and your agility. This gives me a 99 speed and a 95 agility when my takeover is activated. And that, combined with legendary slippery off ball, might be one of the most deadly combinations in the game. And if you read the takeover's ability, it says it amplifies overall dunking ability and makes skill dunks easier. And this makes timing those meter dunks extremely easy. And to make things even better, it gives me +7 to my driving dunk. So when my takeover is activated, I have a 96 driving dunk. Now, as you guys are gonna see, this is my very first game on this build. The build is brand new, and we're gonna jump into a game of rec randoms where I dropped a triple double. Now, my previous 6'4" build, if you're a returning subscriber, you already know, had an 85 steal. But I decided to recreate this build so when I hit veteran 2, I can have a 99 steal on this build. So right now I have a 94 steal, unlocking Hall of Fame interceptor, which is something that I didn't have on my 6'4" build previously, and I'm already noticing a huge difference. And I did use a badge elevator, that way I could get that Hall of Fame interceptor right away. And as you guys can see, I'm averaging 0 points all across the board. And my matchup averages 20, so you know this is my very first game on this build. Now here's something that I want you to keep in mind. I didn't have a single game where I had 10 steals with that 85 steal on my previous 6'4" build. And this was my first game with a 94 steal, and I had 10 steals in this game. I can only imagine what it's gonna be like to unlock that 99 steal once I hit veteran 2. This has got me motivated to play the game a lot more as I throw a nasty lob to start off the game. This build has made NBA 2K25 fun for me again, especially the combination of things that I put together with it. This is something that I haven't felt since the beginning of NBA 2K25 when the game first came out, but I actually look forward to getting on the game again. And I know there's some of you guys out there that feel the exact same way that I did, which is why I'm dropping this video. If it does help you in any way at all, please don't forget to hit that like button, man. Let's get this out to more people. That way they can enjoy the game as well. There's no reason to gatekeep these builds. I really think this is a solid build that anybody would enjoy playing on, especially if you play with randoms like I do every single game. I really want you guys to keep in mind as well, like I said, I play with randoms every single game. And a lot of these YouTubers that you guys watch that make these builds, they got a squad to run with. They got a lockdown on their team so they can make a build with no defense. But that's not something that everyone has the luxury of having, which is why I'm forced to make a versatile build that can dominate not only on the offensive end, but can compete on the defensive end as well. I like to have a build that can control the offense, but still not have to worry about getting beat on defense every single time as well. I'm able to facilitate the ball just like that, making sure my teammates get involved. With the 89 passing accuracy, unlocking that Tyrese Halliburton pass style, the best package in the game. One of the best things that you can do playing with randoms is pass the ball. If you can get your teammates involved just like I've been doing in the beginning of this game, I promise you, it's going to make your life a lot easier, forcing defenders to stop helping and making sure that you get open buckets. And I know this isn't always the case when you're playing with randoms, but when you are facilitating the ball, your teammates are going to start to notice that. And if you have a team that actually has some IQ, they're going to return the favor when they see you open as well. There's so many things that people don't think about when it comes to this game, just simply like this possession right here. As I bait this guy into throwing an easy steal, instead of taking this dunk selfishly, I feed my teammate on the fast break, getting him involved. That's going to boost his takeover, which is going to make his defense better, or make it better for him to get buckets later on the offense as well, just like that, man. And not only that, if I didn't have my takeover, it would have boosted my takeover as well. So it would have boosted both of our takeovers, making this game easier for us to win in the long run. A lot of people don't think about these little things in this game, and it's honestly kind of sad how selfish some people are when they just want to score instead of passing the ball to the open man. And I get it 100%, just like this, man. I want to score too. But sometimes you got to make the right decision at the right time and hit the open man. If you guys are paying attention, every single time I get the ball in my hands, you can see my icons are up and I'm looking for the open person. As soon as I catch the ball, I put my icons up and boom, I find the open man. I always look to pass first and then score. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you do have to get aggressive, especially if the defense starts to pick up on this. So as a point guard, you definitely have to be able to get some buckets. As I get another lane steal, you can see this point guard just run out of the way because he doesn't want to be a victim of that poster. And once again on this possession, I probably could have pulled this easily, but instead I decided to be unselfish and hit the small forward. So like I said, sometimes it is smart to get aggressive, especially if you notice that one of your teammates just can't get the bucket. But once again, right here on the fast break, I dump it off for another easy alley-oop to get that double-double going into the half with 10 points, 10 assists, and 6 steals. I would love to see if I can get that 10 steal triple-double in the first half. I could have done it this game, but I got into some foul trouble, and you know how 2K likes to rob you of steals sometimes, but my first 3 in the second half, you already know it's buttery, man. If you're a returning subscriber, leave some butter in the comments. That way I know you're a returning subscriber and you've been with me since the beginning. As I get another steal, leading to our team getting an easy fast break dunk to the center. And as you guys can see, it's 52-27 and we're completely dominating the other team. But like I said, I play with randoms every single game, so I have no control over my teammates or who I get matched up against. And if you play with randoms every single game like I do, I salute you because I know how frustrating this can be. There's been so many times where I felt like crashing out or just giving up on this game. But for whatever reason, playing with this build, it doesn't matter if I win or lose. At the end of the day, I know I'm going to be able to get some buckets and have some fun, because I'm going to be able to get some steals as well and get some stops on the defensive end. It doesn't matter how bad my team is. At the end of the day, one way or the other, I'm going to find a way to get a bucket. Playing with randoms can honestly turn you into a different animal. It honestly almost forces you to become a better player. I can only imagine what it would be like to play with a squad every single game with very high intelligent players just like me. And I'm not trying to sound cocky, but at the end of the day, I'm definitely better than the average player. I also have an advantage because I've been playing 2K for over 10 years, and it's just something that I love to do. And once again, as you can see, I find the open man on the wing to get my 14th assist in the game. And I really want you guys to pay attention to this possession right here. Look how fast I'm able to get down the court with my takeover activated and that 99 speed. I'm telling you guys, I'm the fastest player on the court every single game. I'm telling you guys, speed and agility are the most important things in this game as a guard. Not only on the defensive end to get in position to get those steals and those blocks, but being able to get down the court quickly on the offensive end to get easy open buckets. And a lot of times when you're in the half court set, combined with that legendary slippery off ball, it makes it really difficult for your defender to keep up with you, especially once they start to get tired throughout the game. And I'm telling you guys this from experience. My original 6'4" build had an 85 speed and an 85 agility. And when I got matched up with somebody with a 94 speed, there was nothing that I could do to keep up with them. And this can make some of your attribute points useless, like your perimeter defense and your block. Challenger isn't going to do nothing if you're not fast enough to get into position to get a contest. And you're not going to be able to get a block if you're not fast enough to get in position to get in front of them. And as you guys can see, I ended my first game on this build with 33 points, 14 assists, and 10 steals, a triple-double. And I want you guys to keep in mind, like I said, this was my first game on this build, but I did create this build similar before in the past, so I do know what I'm doing on. But if you guys were with me in my last video, I did get my level 40 cap breaker, allowing me to modify this build to get that 94 steal. And I'm going to jump into my attributes and show you guys exactly where I put my cap breakers, and I'm going to show you the badges as well that you're going to get with those cap breakers. I'm going to run through this really quick though, but like I said, I have an 88 driving dunk. I use a +1 cap breaker on that category to get an 89 driving dunk, unlocking the 1 foot and the 2 foot moving contact dunks. This is an absolute must as a point guard in my opinion. You need to have at least an 89 driving dunk on your build. As you can see, moving down to the shooting, I have an 86 3 ball. With a +5 cap breaker, I can get a 91 3 ball, unlocking gold shifty shooter. For now, I raised this up to a 90, and I'm going to show you guys why. But moving forward, I have an 89 passing accuracy, like I said, unlocking that Tyrese Halliburton pass style. Moving down to the ball handle, I have an 85 ball handle. With a +1 cap breaker, you can get that 86 to get silver, unlocking silver ankle assassin if you want. I have an 86 speed with ball, giving me gold lightning launch. Moving down to the defense, I have an 89 perimeter defense. If I have a 90 perimeter defense, this is going to give me gold pick dodger, and in my opinion, as a point guard in the rec randoms, when the center is setting a screen on you, this is a must, which is why I added a +1 cap breaker to this category to unlock this right away. And like I said, I have a 94 steal. Once I hit veteran 2, I can get a 99 steal, unlocking legend glove and legend interceptor. And like I said, this has motivated me to play the game a lot more. I cannot wait to unlock this. I did just hit veteran 1, so it is going to be a grind, but I think it's going to be worth it once I do. I have a 68 block, getting that high flying denier badge, which is a must in my opinion to get some stops on the defensive end at the rim. A 60 offensive rebound to get bronze rebound chaser is also a must in my opinion as a point guard. Not only is this going to give you the ability to get putbacks, but it's extremely cheap on this 6'4" build. Now moving on to the most important part of the build. The build has an 89 speed and an 88 agility. I use a +3 cap breaker on my speed to get a 92 speed right away. That way with that 88 agility, I get that Hall of Fame slippery off-ball badge. And using my tier 2 badge perk, I'm using this badge on legend. And I'm telling you, this is extremely overpowered. Do not sleep on this. I promise you won't regret it. I also have an 85 strength, so I'm not a baby out here. I have Hall of Fame strong handle and gold immovable enforcer. And that gold immovable enforcer badge is definitely worth it, I promise you. I also have a 78 vertical to make sure I unlock those 1 foot and those 2 foot moving contact dunks, as well as silver posterizer. And as you guys can see, the build comes out to being Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the MVP this year, a two-way inside-out playmaker. By far the funnest build that I've created so far this year, and I'm going to jump into my attributes and show you guys what I did with my cap breakers really quick. I have an 89 driving dunk. I used a +1 on this category. You got to make sure you get this right away. It's an absolute must in my opinion. You also need to make sure you have at least an 89 3 ball to unlock that silver limitless. At 91, you're going to unlock gold shifty shooter as well, which is a really important badge in my opinion, making it a lot easier to hit those fades and those step back jumpers. Now moving on to the playmaking, I didn't use any cap breakers in this category. This is all I really need. If you need my dribble animations, I've already dropped a video on this. I'll leave a link to that in the description. But moving on to the defense, I used a +1 category to my perimeter defense to get that 90 perimeter and unlock that gold pick dodger, which like I said is going to be really important playing the point guard position in the rec when they're setting those screens on you. And like I said, that 94 steal, unlocking that Hall of Fame interceptor badge as well as gold glove, and I already got 10 steals in my first game. And now moving on to the speed, like I said, I added +3 to this category to unlock that Hall of Fame slippery off-ball badge, and using my tier 2 badge perk to get that badge on legend, as you guys can see. And like I said, combined with that slice takeover to get that 99 speed and 95 agility is a deadly combination. You can use your tier 2 badge perk to get silver high flying denier or silver rebound chaser as well if you'd really like, but in my opinion, using this on slippery off ball makes you a demon on the offensive end and makes it really hard for the defender to keep up with you, especially with that size takeover. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't tried this, you need to try it out, and I promise you, you will thank me. And as you guys can see, I'm using my tier 1 badge perk to get Hall of Fame set shot specialist, making it a lot easier to knock down those jumpers. And if you want, you can use your badge perk to get legend interceptor, or you could add it to limitless to get that on gold if you would like. But in my opinion, using that slice takeover, it's really important to get set shot specialist on Hall of Fame considering you're not going to have a boost to your 3 ball. And once I get that +5 cap breaker, I'm not going to be worried about legend interceptor at all anyways, because I'm already going to have it on my build. And if you're a veteran 2 already, you're not going to have to worry about that 99 steal because you're going to get it right away. But if you're somebody who hasn't got the cap breakers like I do as well, then I want you guys to think about the things that I talked about in this video. You don't have to have that 93 ball right away, but make sure you have that 89. And make sure you get that 89 driving dunk right away too. You don't have to have this right away, but it's something that I would recommend going over that 90 perimeter defense. But anyways, if you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button before you go. And if you want to see more build videos just like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications so you don't miss out on any videos that I might drop. And if you're a returning subscriber, like I said earlier in the video, don't forget to leave that butter in the comments. I appreciate every last one of you guys, and until next time, I'm out.